Okay, so, I mean, it's fine.
Let's find out. There we go.
We're real live this time.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. We just
For the
had
second time. We just had a whole thing.
We had a whole thing. It was great. We're not going to bore you with the details. We're probably going to go right back into it. So
We
it's
are.
all good.
We are. So welcome. It's Winning Women's Wednesday on a cold Wednesday morning.
I can't use the same jokes I just used.
You can't, because what if we were live and people did see that? We don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
it was-
yeah. That's
yeah.
We weren't? We weren't. Okay.
Yeah, we weren't. But
The
it's-
live studio audience, Tanner and Rick, say that we were not.
Okay. Well, that's
Excellent.
fantastic.
Yeah. So
Man,
you said it was so cold that
it was like Ice Age and Frozen had a baby.
and called it
And,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. And they
was
called it
good.
Wednesday.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
yes.
thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was a good one. I thought it was funny.
I know.
I
and,
giggled.
and then my mom already called me out on Facebook on your post.
She did, because you didn't wear a coat.
I didn't wear a coat.
You brought one, though.
No.
Oh, you didn't even bring one.
No, this is my coat. This is a very heavy shawl because I run hot,
You do run hot. It's
run-
not heavy at all.
but it's nice
It's lovely.
Thank
it's
you.
lovely.
Thank you
and
so
your
much.
hair is lovely. Why does your hair look so good today?
because somebody's getting installed this evening.
I
and
don't know how I feel about
it might
that.
be you. I know it's such an aggressive term, right? Installed. Yeah. So what's going on?
Yeah, we are having the Women's Council of Realtors Dallas installation. Woo! Tonight at Metrotex at 6:30.
Look, guys.
It's going to be toasty and warm inside.
That's what I was about to say. Parking's not an issue.
Not an
you can
issue.
run in the doors,
can
chattering your teeth. It'll
run.
be a great time. What are you going to do anyways? You're going to be at home? You're going to be staring out the window?
I know.
And it's going to be all gloomy and cold?
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
gonna be watching reruns of Matlock? Not cool. Not cool.
Oh, I don't have to watch reruns because there's a new Matlock
I know,
on.
it's so good.
I know, I love her.
It's so
Kathy Bates is
good.
awesome. Yeah, so now you're actually making it sound really nice because I could cozy up in my leather sectional, look outside with my fire.
You could, but we have an amazing menu planned.
No, yeah,
Alan's going to be live painting, which is super cool.
that is fun.
Eli Rader's band will be there. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be great.
It's going to be fun. And there's great food.
And people get in a funk when it's really cold outside.
They do.
So
They
this
do.
could kind of get you out
So
of your
come
shell.
and get dressed up. Oh my gosh, it's a Galentine's type event, so we're going to have a great time. Tickets are still available on Eventbrite. Get your coat on. Come
Okay.
join us. It's going to be fun.
I like it.
And my amazing co-host here, Ashley, is going to be the MC. And Studio USA will be in the house.
I think it'll be a wonderful time, and I'm
I
excited.
think so too. I think so too.
I have no
I'm
idea
excited.
what I'm wearing, but you'll be surprised.
I usually am.
Yeah, so it's good.
Well, I, as you can imagine, already have my dress picked
Yeah.
out and ready to go.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
Fashionista
you.
over here.
It is pretty
As
fabulous.
my child would say, because she loves to play dress to impress with her baddies.
You
on
have
Roblox.
to show her my dress.
Okay, I will.
I sent you the picture.
I didn't get it.
I didn't send you the picture. Okay. It's a doozy. I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. So,
What are we talking about today besides all the fun stuff? Yeah.
so today I thought it would be fun if we talked about, like, I was trying to decide what our topic should be.
Okay.
Let's talk about marketing and branding for your personal self, specifically your mission statement. Do you have a mission statement?
Red Branch does. So not my personal.
Yeah, well, no,
self.
that's you. I'm talking about your company's mission statement. This kind of goes out. I know that like your bigger brokerages probably have. I mean, of course they do.
Sure.
Your Coldwell Bankers and Ebbies and all of them.
Kate
They
Ebby,
have
yep,
they
yep.
have a global mission statement.
Yep.
But as individuals and small brokerages, we should all have our own mission statement.
No, I agree with that. You know
Yeah.
what's so funny? So Rick's over here taking shots at the same time.
Yeah.
And I found myself doing
Well,
one
not
eyebrow.
shots,
Well, I
but
found myself doing one
not like
eyebrow
vodka
up.
shots,
No,
but-
not like that kind of shots. No, but I was just like, I found myself like
Early.
arching
we
my
got
eyebrow.
it. We got one.
I know.
Yes.
It's so good.
When the studio audience giggles, it does make me so
Oh, we
happy.
should have a laugh track in the back or something.
No, when it's real, it's more fun.
Oh, okay.
It's like we actually did something good.
Okay, so let's go back.
Okay.
Mission statement,
Yeah.
personal brand.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say like I'm not as much on the mission statement
Okay.
as I am, and this has evolved for me as a business owner. And I was
Okay.
just thinking about this on the way here actually, that what I thought my personal brand or my mission and objective was in
Okay.
the real estate community 10 years ago has shifted. I think that is the base layer still of what I strive for, but I've really personalized.
And that's okay. It
my-
can change
yeah.
as you evolve. And the reason I wanted to talk about that is, and I've got some tips for how to create your mission statement.
Okay.
But also this year, what we're learning in real estate is that really you need to niche down. You
Oh, I
really need
agree.
to niche down, find your people, find your place so that you can build your business. And I think knowing who you are and what your mission statement is will help you do that.
Well, and I think it's really hard, especially, and by the way, good job on saying niche, because I actually Googled it and how to phonetically say it, and everybody still says niche, and it's not. So for all of these, all the people out there that think it's niche, it's not. But anyways, I digress. I do that. But especially for brand new agents, they are literally in hungry mode, and they're willing to take whatever they can get their hands on. And so
that's fair in the beginning.
It is fair.
Absolutely.
It is fair, but it also is a distraction.
I flipped mobile homes in Ferris for people, okay?
Ooh.
At a discount. HUD mobile homes.
Okay.
It was 2008,
I was about to say, was that 08? That's a completely different. I did short sales that had feces on the wall. Yes, I said feces. So.
I didn't know you could actually flip a mobile home, but in fact you can.
Touche.
Yeah.
Okay, in this new era, this last decade though, I would say you have the ability to be more strategic. And that I think for new agents is something, or newer agents, or people that are trying to like revamp their business.
Yeah.
Really trying to figure out what you want to do and lean into that, because I think as much as you want to get your hands on everything, because it's also training and cutting your teeth, and you don't want to train with you know what I'm saying though. It becomes a distraction, and you lose focus on building a business when you become very transactionally minded just to close a sale.
And I think what we've learned over the last year with the changes in the forms and buyer agency is that we are in fact running a business, and we have to treat it that way.
Yeah. Everybody's calling you this morning.
I know. They want to know about the event tonight. They're excited.
Spam wants to know about the event.
Spam wants to know about the event. Spam's buying 2 tickets.
Spam risk, table of 4.
Yes.
So it's all good. No, but I think so what is yours? Do you have one?
So yes, we do actually. So for Knob and Key, our mission statement is empowering people to live well while creating a positive community built on joy.
Okay.
And it used to be built on service. Service is obviously a component of what we do, but we also, as an organization, as a company, and with our clients, we want to have fun.
Okay.
Like, even though it's a massive transaction and it's a huge emotional undertaking for the client, we want it to be a joyful experience.
Okay.
So that was the change that we made probably in the last 3 to 4 years.
Can you help me find more joy in my life? I need more joy.
You too. We all need more joy. We all.
I feel like I'm like, joy. What is joy? I don't. Let's not get philosophical, but yes. Well, and for Red Branch, it's our slogan is birds of a feather.
Yes.
And so, but it's raising the industry standard, one client, one agent at a time. And so for us, it was always about holding ourselves to a much higher bar. And we continue to do that. But now that's, like I said, that's the baseline.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's just the entry level. Of course, we're going to raise the standard. That's just what we do.
Always. Yes.
But taking it to that next layer of what we want to accomplish. And I think we've divested in doing that. And we talk about building generational wealth, but what does that really look like?
Right.
And I think we've gotten a little bit more hyper-focused on that with, helping people either leverage their current homes as investment properties, acquire investment properties. We do, a variety of multifamily acquisitions, and then the property management space, which is huge for us. And so that's where I say it's kind of transitioned a little bit on
because you didn't originally plan to be involved in the property management space,
no.
Correct?
Does anybody really initially plan?
No.
I feel like somebody grabs you and says, "Hey, you want to check out property management?" You're like, "I don't know what that is."
And then there you are.
And there we are. Actually, I think
with no joy.
With no joy. It's like last night we're like, okay, is the phone going to start ringing at like 3:00 in the morning with a burst pipe or anything else? I mean,
that's
it's so much fun. Tanner's shaking his head over there because he might have had that happen to him.
Yeah.
But those are those things where it's like, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
But I recognized, for me and my clientele, because I did always work heavily with a big portion of investors, on top of my traditional, residential clients, was because I have a higher standard of operation in what I do. I was often then the acquisition piece after that, turning it over to a property manager. And there are tons of different business models for property management.
Yeah.
But because I raised that standard with my clients, they're also looking at it as, you know, a 5-year plan, and what does that look like? And so it's really asset management too, and it's having a holistic look at that portfolio and what we need to do while the tenure of your ownership, so that when they're ready to dispose of it and call me to do that, I've had my hands on it the entire time.
Right.
And so there's a lot more control, and I have the ability to really help leverage the best return on their investment on that. And that's when I looked at Reese and I said, you'd be great at it. We've been together long enough. Buckle up, Buttercup, and get licensed. And so
we've been together long enough. You're stuck now.
You're stuck. Well, it's more of, it's not that. It's not like the divorce quotient. It's more of, you've been around me and I talk so much. I think you know this real estate thing. He got licensed in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's about how I did.
Yeah, but now with the way it's
oh, you
awful.
couldn't do that now. Yeah,
it's awful. But yeah, he got licensed in 3.5 weeks, and he's now.
I might have even beat that. Like,
don't tell him.
I left my job.
Yeah.
And like, I needed that job, but I left my job to go all in on real estate.
Yep.
And so it was literally,
better hurry.
Yeah, better hurry and get in, because the company that I had decided to sign with had their class that was starting in, like, I had to be licensed by that time frame, and it wasn't much time. So
you got it done.
I got it done.
We're ballers, man.
Yeah, we are.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And the Ozimi Gentry family.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do. We do.
Like it.
So how do you go about creating a mission statement? And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So I am fortunate enough, I guess you could say fortunate. We rebranded in 2018.
Okay.
So as a part of that, we were able to recreate a whole new mission statement. Okay. So that was kind of cool, because we had been in the business for a while.
Got it.
And so we kind of had not sure what word I'm looking for, but we had hindsight. To go off of and kind of create what was important to us at that point in time.
Sure.
Whereas you've been in business for, I mean, we've both been in business for a long time, but how long have you been Red Branch Realty?
It's been 12 years.
Okay. So that's a while.
Yeah.
Whereas we got to kind of start over in 2018. If I started over now, I'm not sure what I would do.
I'd go work at Walmart.
You'd be so terrible at that job.
I would be horrible.
So horrible.
Yeah, it's fine.
So how?
Sorry, I do this to her all the time, and it's like these intrusive thoughts come into my head and then they come out, and I'm very sorry.
It's okay. It makes it more fun.
Okay,
it's what makes the audience giggle.
Got it. Okay.
So here's the suggestion for creating a mission statement, and that's why I keep looking at my phone. My husband actually sent me this when he was pastoring, and they were coming up with a mission statement for the church he was working at. This is what they did. So you reach out to 5 trusted friends.
Right.
Okay. And ask them for 5 different words that describe you.
Oof. Buffini actually does this.
Positive words.
Too. I know. It's like, ooh, which ones am I going to pick?
We're keeping it clean.
Yeah.
5 positive words that describe you. And once you've gathered all the responses, you're going to write them down and look for common themes.
Okay.
So then you begin eliminating the words that feel less essential until you're left with the 5 most designing words.
Okay.
And they should capture the core of who you are, positive words, and guide you to your mission.
Okay.
How fun is that?
It's very fun. I think.
And what a fun way to.
Sorry, Rick's just like, that is trouble. That is his. I know. Because are you in my brain?
God, no.
No, he's being quiet over there. Yeah. So I start to go, and I'm like, if you ask people how would you describe me, friend?
5 words. He looks like.
I have 5 words.
But you know, I start thinking, I'm like, aggressive, demonstrative, beast. I get called beast a lot.
You do. Yeah. You're an aggressive beast. I don't know.
Aggressive, demonstrative.
How would you put that in a mission statement?
That's the problem. That's where I'm going through in my head. It's like, yeah. Well, no, and you know what? Brian Buffini, because I know you're a big champion of him.
Yes.
He said that. He was sending out marketing, and it was what they thought they should be, their theme of their marketing and what they did the best as the Buffini team. When in all reality, he actually did a survey of all of his past clients, and the thing that they were trying to push as their niche and what they're really great at wasn't what
say niche, didn't you?
I did, and I stopped myself. And so what their clients actually centered on was the fact that he is an expert negotiator. Like that is the thing that they highlighted as number one.
And that's not what he was expecting.
That's not what he was expecting, but that's what the majority of his clients had come back with, said, we just love that you were an amazing negotiator, a fierce negotiator. And so it was like,
it wasn't his Irish accent.
Well, that's helpful too. But I just thought that was really interesting because I use the term we get high on our own supply, and I don't think that's a really PG term, but that's where I go with it. You sit there and you go, I know what I'm great at. And so I'm going to puffer this and that's what I'm going to do. But outwardly, is that what everybody else?
And that's fantastic. Yeah. That's also a good point. I think it's not only an exercise to help you develop your mission, but to also kind of learn a little bit deeper about who you are, hopefully in a positive space and no trauma to be
Depends on what day you ask my mom.
Oh, Sherry.
Yeah.
We love her.
I do love her.
She's the best.
It's fantastic.
She made you shampoo.
She made me shampoo and conditioner.
Which did make you late this morning, but I digress.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's nice.
But your hair looks fabulous.
Keep on looking at my hair. It's nice and
it
shiny.
does. It looks great. It looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're gonna look super hot tonight.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Wear a coat.
Wear a coat. You know why? I've also, because we was trying to do Bikini Christmas last year, and that didn't work. And it's partially because I didn't do it.
Right.
Like I didn't do the things.
You didn't do the things.
I didn't do the things.
Accountability is it's hard for you.
Again, being introspective, I was like, wow, accountable. I didn't do it.
No one's going to ever make that one of your 5 words.
Yeah. No.
No, 5. You're not accountable.
Okay. Thank you.
To anyone.
To anyone. Got it. Even to myself. However, I did start on January 1. I just said, hey, I'm playing pickleball this afternoon. I'm not going to have a drink. And
how are we doing with that?
What's today? It's the 19th.
It is the 50th day of the month of the year, by the way. We're on day 50.
So I'm day 50.
My friend.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No,
that's amazing.
It's great. And again, it's not like a problem or anything else.
Right.
I just knew I work out pretty consistently. Well, I play pickleball because I'm a demonstrative aggressive beast.
Yes.
So I work out consistently. I eat really clean.
You do.
I do.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I eat really clean. I drink tons of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
Not
cheat.
many people eat cleaner than me, but you do.
Yeah. I don't eat plastic chicken anymore.
You don't eat the plastic chicken.
I love it, but yes, I don't. But for me, it was like, okay, what's the only other thing that is probably slowing down my body and its ability to perform? And that was alcohol. And so it was a great jumpstart to the year. I've probably lost 15 pounds. Thank you so much.
Your skin looks great. Like your skin looks noticeably great.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I talk about him frequently, Dr. Mark Hyman. He's a functional medicine doctor. He has a great podcast, delivers all kinds of really cool information if you're into that. But it is amazing what effect a small amount of alcohol has on your body.
It does. And I'm not, look, again, I'm not saying I'm turning 40 in a week or in a few days. And so I know, right? It's so amazing.
Don't you feel great?
I'm actually excited because I'm like, this is a full new decade where I've kind of got more of the screws tightened.
Yeah, the screws are tightened.
We won't say we have it together. I'm going into a decade with actually some thought.
Some knowledge behind you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So no, I'm excited, but I sit there and I go, I'm like, I'm not saying that I'm not going to have a drink.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I needed to prove to myself and also see the results. And then the vanity kicked in and I'm like, ooh, this is nice.
Yeah.
So we're just going to continue on that path. But I will also say that also informs what I do in my business because it's all about making just smart choices that get you a little bit closer to your goals. And sometimes it reframes how you get there. But even for my business, okay, I'm looking at a more holistic approach to my personal life and my personal health. How can I more holistically look at my business? Because I think we get stuck on a calendar year at a time.
Yep.
And I don't want to live a year every year over and over again. I want to have compounding interest on my business.
Yes.
And so I really want to set myself on a better path so that 3 years from now, I've really built a great foundation, layering on top of it, and I'm at a different place of scale that I've set for myself and my business.
And all of that can be incorporated into your mission statement, which then allows you to niche down and work with people who have the same values, which then allows for your real estate business to be more fun.
Because that's it. And I'm not, my mom was a training and productivity coach and a team leader and a manager, and she really loved to sit there with agents and kind of talk about their goals and everything else. And so that's a needed thing for accountability and to set a plan, and that's what you do as well.
Because it goes beyond your goals. You can have, I'll frequently sit with agents and talk with them, and their goal is, I want to make this much money.
That's what I was about to say. That's where it always gets centered around is the dollar amount instead of, okay, if you build it, they will come. Let's really talk about the business that you want to build and what you think financially that can do for you. And then let's try to build that, because if you're trying to reverse engineer revenue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a numbers game, right? You sit there and you go, I need to call 500 people, meet this many people a week, make this, many phone calls or touches to my clients and do all these things. And that's great. But that is the hamster wheel effect that we sit there and say, we're always reverse engineering our goals based on a dollar amount instead of reverse engineering our goals of what joy and impact looks like and being a business owner and being in the driver's seat.
And what's going to make you happy and allow you to live a fulfilled life, because that is going to be different for each person. And honestly, that's going to be different for the same person in different seasons of life.
Sure.
Like you may want to make $500,000 a year when you're an empty nester, but that's not really possible when you have a toddler necessarily.
Right.
So it is looking at where you are in your life and what fits into that again is going to leave you fulfilled and happy and have a lovely family and all the things.
No, I think that's it. So I think, for our audience or anybody that's watching, like our moms or somebody.
And my dad. Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
Love you. Stay warm.
Stay warm.
Yeah.
I think it's just intentionality and knowing that you have to stand for something. And so that means your business has to stand for something. And that's a mission statement. And that's, what are you laughing about? Now you're being funny. You're being funny. And I'm being the serious one. How did this flip?
Sorry.
What did you think about?
Nothing. Go on.
Okay.
No, it wasn't dirty.
Okay.
It was not dirty.
Okay. Got it. But that's still the thing. You got to stand for something. And we know that's the case. So what is that? What are you going to stand for? What is your business going to stand for? And I think that's what, when we hear mission statement, it's always like,
it sounds so corporate and boring.
Yes, it does.
It does.
But it's honestly, what do you stand for and what do you want people to know about your business?
Absolutely. And I think so many people don't know the answer to that question for themselves. They've never looked inside. It's the why behind the why behind the why. Yeah. And it's huge. And especially as business owners and self-employed entrepreneurs, I don't want to say it's more important, but there's a difference in the why behind the why when you're getting up and you're doing everything for yourself every day versus when you go into the corporate world and you're working for somebody else's why. And if you don't know that for yourself as a business owner, it makes it really hard to get out of bed when it's 12 degrees outside.
It does, but I did for you this morning.
And you did your hair.
I did my hair. But no, I completely agree with you, and I think that's where that's called burnout. On the real estate side,
absolutely.
Is that you're pushing. It's great. Hey,
and you don't know what for.
What? Yes. But hey, those checks are coming in, and you start to make some good money, and all of those things are great, and you're like, this is awesome, and then you realize this is just 50 first dates over and over again, and I'm not setting long-term goals for myself within my business.
Have you had that moment? Where you realized
golden handcuffs.
Golden handcuffs. It's like, that wasn't as cool as I thought it would be.
I still am so passionate about what we get to do and the impact we have, on people and their life.
Yes. And maybe that comes with age. But definitely, like when I hand over the keys to someone who really appreciated the work I did, that feels so good. And I love that.
It does. No, it feels absolutely amazing. But then I also get to a point where is that the business model for the next 30 years?
Right.
Is that what you want to do? Because to your point, all the changes in 2024 have made us realize that we are entrepreneurs, we are business owners, for those of us that didn't already know it. And they're realizing, oh my gosh, I have to have autonomy in how I'm driving this now going forward, which I think was such a healthy exercise. But so many people were just sitting there and going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to feed my family. I don't know how I'm going to make money. And it's like, you got to stop for a second and you got to go back to the why behind the why.
Right.
And you got to stand for something, because that's what people were having trouble with, was articulating why they should be paid.
Yes.
Because they don't even know how to articulate it themselves just naturally. So it's uncomfortable. And we don't want to think about ourselves sometimes. And it's
or talk
weird.
about ourselves.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll talk about myself.
That's true.
Yeah.
We've gotten used to it.
I know. It's fine.
We have a whole show.
We have where we talk about ourselves
for 30 minutes.
Yeah. but that's where I go with that. Is it is uncomfortable. It's honestly as uncomfortable about talking about money is it's easier to just talk about figures and dollars than it is talking about goals and hopes and dreams and what that looks like. And more importantly, what are you going to be proud to put all your energy behind?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're proud of it, the more energy you'll have to put behind it.
Yeah.
And that's a positive, encouraging cycle.
Like attracts like, you know, and that's not because, oh, I see another friendly person and I'm going to go say hi. It just means people gravitate towards energy, positive energy.
Yeah.
And so you've got to be able to, you know, emote that at any given point. And so if you're frustrated where your business is going, then it's okay. And I think, but there's a pride thing that goes involved in that, right?
Oh, of course.
Especially when you've built something that financially a lot of people would be okay with.
Of course.
But then to turn around and say, I don't begrudge the fact that I make good money, but this is not what I want for the rest of my life, this type of environment, as far as how I'm running my business.
Right.
So what do I need to do? Because I want to make more money. I want to provide for my family. I want to create autonomy and choice. And I want to do something bigger. And what does that look like? So it's, you know, but pride cometh before the fall. And,
Absolutely.
And to sit there and shift gears, which also means sometimes less money in the immediate.
Yeah.
To do something bigger and create, again, I go back to the compounding interest analogy because that's something that really sticks with me, is it's not about leaving money on the table. It's just about doing something else that the compounding effect is going to be so much greater than you could have ever imagined than staying on that transactional hamster wheel.
100%.
Yeah.
So to wrap us up, to develop your mission statement, reach out to 5 people and have them give you 5 words, positive words, so that you can kind of narrow down who you are and really start developing that niche and that specific business model for yourself.
Maybe we should do that at my birthday party.
That sounds like fun.
Everybody say 3 things about Ashley and don't hold back.
Ooh, don't hold back.
Don't hold back. I'm fine with that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what my mission statement for my 40s is going to be based on what everybody thinks about me.
Sounds like therapy is going to be in your future.
Got it.
Yeah. Ugh. So, and once you have those 5 words, narrow it down.
Okay.
Develop your mission statement.
Okay.
And if you can't figure out a mission statement or you need help, you're going to call me for a coaching session.
Yeah, call her, not me.
Yeah, no, don't call Ashley.
Okay, got it.
No, give me a call. We'll get you set up. And we will see you next time on Winning Women's Wednesday.
So excited.
So excited.
Stay warm, everyone.